Who has something to drink? Wie heeft wat te drinken? Wie heeft zijn telefoon bij zich? Doe je telefoon even je zaklampje aan en doe dan even onder je drankje. Dus je zaklampje aan en onder je drankje doen. Lukt dat? Probeer het ook even. Dus je zaklamp aan en doe hem onder je drankje. Ik geef je even de tijd voor je aan. Nou, dat is niet waar. Ja, ja. Nou, nog meer, nou, nog meer. Ja, aan die kant ook nog meer. On that side. En nou, hou je dat drankje zo hoog. Hier al, maar oh, ja, het zit in een flesje. Oké, die drankje weg, zijn we klaar? Klappen! So you're going to start the way it goes that way. En bij Lutger. Lutger, jij gaat zo weg, hè? Ja, zeker. Wait. I'm going to count down from 10 to 0 and then we're going to start the way. In 10. And we start.
Valt het misschien door dit blauw of zo? Ik zit zo
Ik lijkt toch zo'n schoentje ondertussen, dat ik nog alleen een schoentje nood, weet je wel. Ja. Zo. Maar die ene twee zijn niet. Maar hij kon niet meer lachen. Nee, hij ging niet meer lachen. Hij ging gewoon elke dag. Ik zie bij onze foto kwam als we oplopen. Ik heb een klein meisje. Nou, jij hebt niet zei. Nee, maar hij ging dus vol partje. Ik vind het eigenlijk grappig dat het zo opmerkzaam. Ook blauw. Ja, dan weet ik het echt niet. Caro?
Waar zijn die handen? From left to right. One time, make some noise for Team France! And make some noise for Team Netherlands! Hands up above your head! During this 27th IHF Women's Handball World Championship 2025, powered by Data, we will show you fair play videos in which the captains of both teams speak directly to you.
Chers supporters, au nom de l'équipe de France, Je m'adresse à l'agent de capitaine pour vous demander de faire preuve de respect de toutes les joueuses, officiels et arbitres, ainsi que de faire un esprit de patrie en soutenant les deux équipes de manière positive. Ensemble, essayez de créer une atmosphère fantastique et pleine d'énergie. En dat voor morgen.
Trainers aan het team wil ik jullie vragen om in het kader van fair play en uit respect voor alle speelsters, begeleiding en scheidsrechters jullie sportiviteit te gaan.
Wat heb je nou als je het uitsproken?
The match between France and the Netherlands. Let's welcome the flag of the International Handball Federation.
Hello and welcome to the night skyline of Rotterdam in the Netherlands and to the Ahoy Arena and the Women's Handball World Championships. It is the last match in main round Group 3 and the defending champions France are preparing to take on co-host the Netherlands. This championship being jointly hosted by the Netherlands and Germany. Two main round groups have been playing here in Rotterdam. Two are playing in Dortmund. This, the match they've all been waiting for. Both teams already qualified for the quarter-final with a match to spare. This will decide who is top. Tamara Horacek, the new captain of France, the third one in almost as many months, leads the team out. Both teams on a 100% record, but it's a new-look team for France with maternity breaks and injuries. They are missing a lot of key players. 6 players make their debut at a major championship, and yet they have the best attack in the tournament, averaging 38 goals per match at a 70.2% rate on their scoring. The second best defense, conceding 20.2 goals per match. So they are still firing on all cylinders with the youngsters. France, who won the World Championship in 2018, and of course 2 years ago when they beat Norway twice in the main round in Norway and then again in the final in Denmark. Foupa coming out, she'll be one of the key players, 18 goals so far, and Granier, who scored 25 from 28 shots, with 11 fast breaks included, the right winger. Key players, apart from Granier, Granvaux, the playmaker, who's been directing everything, still only 22. There she is. And a huge task for her, 23 goals. And she's got 29 assists. Wajoka coming out now, the left winger. 28 goals, 20 of them fast breaks. And finally, Atadou Sakho, who'll be up against several of her club teammates here today. She plays in Hungary for Djur. Well, now expect a huge roar in this packed arena. 9,500 people are crammed into every nook and cranny. Lois Abing leads out the team and the roar goes up around the arena. Abing, who together with Polman will be retiring from the national team after this championship. Like France, the Netherlands are undefeated in the competition. 3 wins in the preliminary stages, 2 in the main round. This then to decide top spot. France need only a draw because they have the better goal difference. They've won their games quite comfortably, the Netherlands, still with some room for manoeuvre. They're very quick on the transition. They've scored 50 fast breaks, but the only team that's ahead of them in the ranking, France, with an incredible 56 fast breaks. Will they cancel each other out? Maschalkeweer, the line player. 9 players remain in the Dutch team from the team that took that only World Championship they won in Japan in 2019. Very strong goalkeepers who've just come out. There's Ten Holter, who'll be starting today. She and Down both on a 40% save rate. Van Vetering, though, the left winger, 27 goals with an 82% success rate will be key. Diona Hausje also 21 goals and 25 assists, the 5th best of the competition. And Esvana Polman, who has gone past the 200 international match mark for the Netherlands and will be retiring after this competition. On the left of the picture, their coach Henrik Signell, the Swede, been in charge since October last year. That is their lineup. And the whole of the country are willing them on to win here today. The referees for this match from Norway, Mats Femstad and Jorgen Jorstad. So big day for them in their first World Championship. On the table is Jovan Popadic from Serbia, Narjana Vojic from Bosnia-Herzegovina. And up at the back on the high platform, it's the IHF supervisor, Øyvind Torstad from Norway. So this is all very nicely teed up. But first, the national anthems. It will be France first.
First, we're going to listen to the national anthem of France. And now, ladies and gentlemen, and sing as hard as you can sing, this is the national anthem of the Netherlands.
The teams have met many times before, but only 3 times in the World Championships, France winning 2 and the Dutch 1. In the last encounter 10 years ago at the World Championships in Denmark, it was the Dutch who won 28-25 on their way to taking silver. The last French win in a World Championship, 2001. But in the last 6 encounters in all competitions, including friendlies, France have won. But they've all been very narrow wins. And this is very, very nicely poised. Undefeated in this competition, but this is the first big test for these 2 teams. We've had a couple of games already today with a win for Argentina with a buzzer beater, and then Poland beat Austria to confirm their 3rd place. But this will decide who finishes top. For France, they will go with Sacco and André in goal today. Sacco will start. They'll have Granier and Dury on the wings, Ondono on the line, and they will have Horacek, Ranvaux at the back. Only that man there, though, Sébastien Gardillou, knows for sure. For the Netherlands, no change from the last game. They will start with Van Vetering and Malestein on the wings, Marshakovert on the line, Dulfer, Nusse and Hauschier across the back, and Ten Holter in goal. Their coach Henrik Signel, who took over roughly around the same time as French coach Sébastien Gardillou. Now there's one to look out for. Quick on the break, Lucie Granier, the right winger, 25 goals, 11 of them fast breaks. But for the Netherlands, Dionne Hauschier, the right back, 21 goals, 25 assists. And they know the goalkeeper well, because France will start with Sacco in goal, who plays at Djur in Hungary, where she's club teammates with Van Wetering, Dulfer and Hauschier. All starting here today for the two teams. So the winner of this match will be up against Hungary in the quarter-final in 2 days' time, but it does put them on a path to meet Norway potentially in the semi-final, while the loser will be up against Denmark in the quarter-final. Here we go, and the Netherlands today in the all-blue throw-off against France in the white in this Group 3 main round match, the last match of the main round competition between these two undefeated teams here in the Ahoy Arena in Rotterdam. Paul Bray here with you for this game. France, with a better goal difference, need just a draw to go through as group winners, and they would then be up against Hungary in 2 days' time. But the Dutch, carried by 9.5 extra supporters here in the arena, who've been superb throughout the competition, may well be onto a good start, and Hauschier immediately beats her club teammate in goal to get the Netherlands off to a good start. France, who've been scoring superbly in the match so far, in the tournament rather so far, had a couple of off days in the main round, winning comfortably into the main wing. And that's well blocked straight away. Nina Dury, young player for the French, has been nominated for the Young Player of the Year by the IHF. Number 14, sitting in bottom right. Dulfer, so often used in a defensive role, but is a big scorer, Dulfer. 325 goals in just over 200 matches in her Dutch career. Hauschier crossed, nearly stolen. Two teams with the most fast breaks by a long way in this competition. The Dutch have scored 50, France 56, incredible. And that's a passive play call. The ball is loose and it's picked up. Granvaux, quick change with Horacek. They're racing to get Van Wetering back to help with the defense. Teed up, Miro is through, and a big save by Ten Holter. And there's the fast break opportunity. Van Wetering, 2-0. What a start, the Netherlands. And France's finishing problems continue. Against Austria and against Argentina, France wasted a lot of opportunities when they were clean through. And it didn't cost them in that situation, but against the Dutch, who are very quick on the fast break, that could be a different affair altogether. Horacek looking for the line. Well blocked by Masraukeweert, who came out quickly. A line player, one of 5 in the Dutch team who play their club handball in Denmark. Bit of holding going on. Hauschier is getting a little verbal warning from the Norwegian referees. Miro, he's had one shot already. That's going to be a free throw. It's good defending by the Netherlands. They'll bring the passive play call against France soon at this rate. Horacek tries to find a way, goes on her own and scores. And the throw-off taken a little too quickly. Some players across the line already. Horacek, the captain, gets France off the mark finally. 3.5 minutes played. France's regular captain, and Zeminko is on maternity break. Zadi took over the armband. She probably got injured 10 days before the World Championships. It's been confirmed she won't be fit to join the team, and so Horacek becomes the third captain. Oh, nice pass to the line, Masraukeweert. Quick throw-off taken. Both teams do it, though. Looking for the line, that's knocked away. Granvaux picks up the loose ball. France's number 34, who's technically a playmaker at French champions Metz, being used as a makeshift right back. Steady build-up. Ondono's dropped in. Meanwhile, Granier's trying to push the defence on this side. Lovely sidestep, and again, Miro is thwarted for the second time, and Ten Holte has a second save. Well, the misses are costing them. Dulfer straight down the other end scores. And it forces an early team timeout for France. Cheers on the bench.
On est un peu plus solidaire dans le bloc à 4. Ok, au niveau des duels, c'est une gardienne qui est explosive. Ok, donc soit c'est lob, soit c'est par-dessous. On est dans le rythme, donc on continue là-dessus. Envoyer quand même les ballons un peu plus à droite qu'à gauche, parce qu'avec la rentrée, il densifie là. À droite, ça me paraît bien. On continue les filles, c'est bien.
I think it's more a question. Let's settle down, let's stay calm. Ten Holte, what a start by her in this game. 2 saves from 3 shots, both off Miro. Clean through. Miro in her first World Championship. Played at the Euro last year, but was very much a support player. Ten Holte has been on a 40% save rate for her 44 saves. And her saves have led to goals straight down the other end in a couple of cases. So, so far so good for the home team. France who've been scoring 38 goals per match on average at the 74.2% rate, which is incredible. But the Dutch are not far behind. They've been averaging 35. Granville with the free throw. We're coming up to 5 minutes played, and it's a 4-1 lead for the Netherlands. And unsurprisingly, off fast breaks or phase 2 attacks. Horacek, she tries again. And another save, Ten Holte. The Odense goalkeeper on superb form. Dulfer sidestep straight through. And it's all going through at the moment for the Dutch. France needing to catch breath here, but they've already used a team timeout. Do a quick change. Miro is not being used in defence at the moment. She's swapping with Foppa, who comes on for that job. The Dutch have had room for improvement despite winning all their matches, but as the old adage goes, it's when you need it. Oh, unlucky Ten Holte. She gets the block, but there was simply too much power from Granville, and it goes over her head. And Foppa deemed to have moved into Hauschier. That's a free throw. So the Dutch, for the moment, keep the ball. Granville's 24th goal, that was in the competition. When the Dutch flow, though, they are superb. Sacco, second save of the game. Steady build-up. The French go 5-1 now with Foppa at the front. It means a little bit of space for Maschalkowit at the back. She's got to make sure she latches on to people. Now she hasn't. And that was almost stolen back, but Van Vetering has come out and collected it. Passive play call against them. Switch on the right. And too many passes in the end by the Dutch on the passive play. You get 4 passes to get the shot away. Granville, Horacek. And a change at left back already. Canor, who's got a huge shot on her, but she's a bit erratic with it. 6 from 16 in the competition. That's an attacking foul. Foppa going in on her counterpart, Maschalkowit. Oh, yep, high arm. So the perfect start for the Dutch so far. France, who a year ago at the European Championship, averaged 86 international matches per player. Van Vetering, oh, and save! Sacco is starting to get her eye in and saves off her club teammate Van Vetering from the wing. Van Vetering, who's on an 82% success rate, 27 goals scored from 33, so that's a good one for Sacco, a confidence boost, and both goalkeepers have now made 3 saves. Canor looking for the line, that's intercepted. Mashralkovic is away, and now straight down the middle. Halshear's going to take it in. Second goal for the right back. She's one of the 9 world champions from 2019. Tries to go through. That's only going to be a free throw for Granville. 22-year-old who made her appearance for France just 2 years ago, Granville. Playmaker, but used as a makeshift right back. That was the case 2 years ago as well. She did incredibly well, and now she's one of the main drivers of the attack, still only 22 years old. She's had 29 assists and 23 goals. Granville again to Horacek. Tries to go through, and good defending by the Netherlands. Very mobile defense. They're playing 6-0, but there is depth on it. And they're very solid in the center. Dulfer and Mashralkovic are giving the French line plenty to think about. Looking for the wing, and they've given it away. And they're racking up the turnovers. Malestein looks for options. They aren't there, and she passes it back. That was a careless pass to the wing. Nowhere near succeeding, and it shows a degree of desperation by the French at the moment as they get boxed in, making poor pass and poor decisions. Nusa. Dulfer looks for the line. Now she gets it. Mashralkovic, and that's saved. And Sacco, after a slow start, is now on 4 saves. And another save. This time off Dury. And Ten Holte is on fire. And once again, her save leads to the goal at the other end for Mashralkovic. 10 minutes played, and the Dutch are in control here in Rotterdam. Quick play, 2 attackers against 5 defenders, but the French couldn't shut them down. Granville tries to go around into the wing. That's a better pass, and Granier lofts it over. That's nice. They know how dangerous she is, which is why they've been trying to isolate her successfully so far, the Dutch. First pass into her, and she scores, and another save. Malestein thwarted by Sacco. It's a goalkeeper's day. Even Granier is fallible. There was the save, and France wasting their chances early on here. They're on a 38% shot efficiency, well below par for them. Dutch 58%, that's also below par for them, but still better than the French at the moment. Solid defense, as expected, pushing up quickly. They've dropped back to a 6-0 defense now, having tried 5-1 for a while. Problem is, it leaves too much space for Mashralkovic. Also leaves space on the wings as well. Nusa tries to go through. Solid defending. Ondono steps in to help. Nusa tees up. Halshe has a look. Dulfer to the line. What a lovely pass. Oh, and what a save. Sacco again. Well, Ten Holte and Sacco are having a blinding time, and again a reckless pass. And no goalkeeper, they didn't worry too much. She'd come off to the side, they were surprised. And everything's going wrong for France at the moment. Wasn't expecting the attack to be that short, or the pass to be given away quite as easily. Well, 12 minutes played, 8-3 the lead for the Netherlands. Then again, it's not over yet. Yesterday, in their crucial match in Group 1, Denmark and Hungary, in a similar situation to this, already through to the quarterfinals, were battling it out to see who would finish top. Denmark were 5 goals down with 19 minutes remaining. And came back to win it. Low shot. Oh, flick of the wrist. That's beautiful, Horacek. Her 10th goal of this championship. 235th for France. And Ten Holter didn't even get her bearings on that one. She took it so quick. Horacek, who plays in Slovenia for Krim Ljubljana. One of 10 players remaining in the French team who won the World Championships 2 years ago. So this lineup today, 19 former world champions. Well, 10 current and 9 former, I guess you should say. And there's a bit of trouble maybe brewing for Ondono, who's being spoken to. Well, in fact, no, it's a conversation with Merel Frerichs, the line player who's taken over from Mashraukovic, being told, don't lock the arm and don't put your arm up to create space. Hauschier. Breakthrough. Lovely. Nusa. She's off the mark, her first. Happy on the bench. Are they going to maintain their 100% record, the Netherlands? 9-4. Ondono drops in on the line. They're going to switch to a 4-2 attack now. Foupa is playing at right back, which is where she starts ahead of it. And that's going to be a free throw. Foupa felt it should be more. She's looking to the referee. He was smuggled through the ball. And well, the defender had a toe on the line, but that may have been after the fact. Cano, who's not managed to get one of her shots in, looks to the line. She'll get a free throw for the holding. French number 21, who's got a big shot on her, but a 38% success rate only. Horacek tries to go through and takes it. Well, she's leading from the front, Horacek. They're still 4 down. Hauschier in this space on the other side. That's an attacking foul, though. Dulfer ends up running straight into the defense midway through the first half. And France score on the return. Granier. Well, they're slowly closing the gap. Back to 3 now with this goal. Sidesteps beautifully. To say that Sébastien Gardillou, the French coach, has not been afraid to turn his bench during this championship with the newcomers, the likes of Dury, Sashka, bringing in Pinta as well in a defensive role. Wajoka, all playing their first championship. Karamoko was also a strong defender, she's injured. And another player got injured early in the competition, Méline Nokandi. They're missing her at the back with the experience. Hauschier. Nusa. Come off a defender, it'll be a throw-in from the corner. And the referee says, right in the corner, please. Went over the back line. Harding is on now, the captain. Looks for a first shot, and it's a save. Sacco. Foupa recovers, the wings are covered. Good play by the Dutch to get back and smother that chance of a fast break. France with the 2 line players, and they're playing 7 against 6, seeing if that can work. The ball is loose, play on, there's no goalkeeper down the other end, and she just lobs it over. And Sacco, a wry smile, they didn't even get time to bring her on. And for the second time, France wasteful with a passing mistake when they got an empty goal behind. No speed gun required. Great player, Nusa. Good jump, oh, smuggled in. And Horacek again, she's on 4. Top scoring in the match. Pass across and uses the block by Foupa. So change on the left wing for the Netherlands as Zoe Sprengers comes in, who plays for Nutscheping in Denmark, replaces Van Vetering, one of their top scorers, but who today has had a quiet day so far. Tees up quickly, Hauscher is picked off into the wing. Noosa gets, or Sprengers rather, gets her first shot, and she's straight off the mark. 15 seconds on court, 11-7. Into the wing. Oh, smuggled in, that's beautiful. And that is Wadjoka, who's come on, the Mets left winger. Arrived in the Netherlands with just 6 international matches and 14 goals to her name. Looking for the wing. Picked up by Sacco off the throw, and Wadjoka is away again. And scores, and a couple of quick goals, and the game is closing up a little here. The Dutch, who were 5 ahead. It's a lovely fast break. Wadjoka, like Dury, but she's replaced. Looks so confident despite being brand new to the team. Just been integrated, but several of them who were in the French team who won the Under-20 World Championship. That's going to be a throw-in from the corner. Coming off Fuppa. Good defensive block. Noosa, Abing in the middle. Switch back again, Noosa, now they've tried. Oh, and it's so close to being a steal, Wadjoka. She's scored 20 fast breaks in this competition. She is so quick. Plays for the French champions Mets, 5th top scorer in the French league with 56. Loose ball, but it's a Dutch one, say the referees, with a passive play, though. Maybe checking how many passes they've got left, but it's only just started, the passive play. Noosa, Hauscher. Oh, the line wasn't there at all. Abing fails to connect. Fuppa, Horacek. So they'll settle down again, they'll swap. Granville goes in the center, Horacek switches to the left. Fuppa is starting at right back, but will go in as a second line shortly as they switch to a 4-2 attack. Here we go. And that's an offensive foul called against France. Turnover ball. Oh, and we got the first 2-minute suspension. Ondono is off. Bit of pushing, say the referees. There's the shove on Ferrex just as he was trying to catch the ball. Well, Norwegian referees not liking that one. So power play now for the Netherlands, and an opportunity to try and regain control here as we hit the 20-minute mark. 9-11. It's been a 7-4 turnaround in favour of France in the last 10 minutes as they slowly work their way back into this game. Long-range shot, pushed right through, and Hauscher with the third. 84 kilometers an hour, that shot. Lovely action. So France short-handed, have taken out the goalkeeper. The extra attacker is on. Fuppa planted on the far side. They're attacking 5-1 now while they've got this situation, because they need to take one of the backs off shortly. Oh, looking for Fuppa, but there was some holding on her as she tried to get to the ball by Ferrex. Hand off, Cano. She's got space now. And Ten Holter with another save. It's her 5th. Look at the height she gets. And it does look like there was just a touch by Ten Holter. They've still got the extra player on. Big wing shot. Oh! They're going to have to do a video review on that one. Sprengers shoots. Sacco got a hand on it. It did look like it went a fair way into the goal, but did it completely cross the line? I think it did. So there are several cameras in. Yes, it's over the line. That's an easy one. They're already on their way back on court again, and new feature. They will announce the decision.
After review, the ball is inside the goal, and the final decision is a goal.
It's like they announced the winning of the election, and Sprengers celebrates the Nutscheping winger. Sprengers, who wasn't with the team when they last won the World Championship. So play will resume after they stopped it for the review. It's allowed France to make a change on the right wing, where Alicia Toublanc has gone in, place for Debrecen in Hungary. A few of the Dutch players play in Hungary, 4 of them. None of them with Debrecen though, but they'll know each other nevertheless. Granville, 2 coming around. Canor, and again her shooting wayward. It's the infuriating side that she gets such great height, but the framing of the shots isn't always there. It's over 250 for France, but that was red all the way. And now the Netherlands take a team timeout.
No, Ali Kishain, Kelly, Larissa plays. If they play 5-1, if they go up now, we go Overgang Opbouw, where we look for, we know they will do contact here and try to get the ball back to the other side. Make the screen here, or if you just stay here. If they play 6-0,
well, after France managed to get back to within 2, the Dutch have scored a couple of quick goals, and back they go. French shooting is still down at 56%, mind you. The Dutch shooting is only 3% better. As both defences, 2 of the best defences in the championship, along with 2 of the best attacks, so often cancel each other out. And there was that call with the video review for Sprengers. Had a nice handshake there. Vollebrecht has come on, and Van Maurik. Van Maurik, number 4, who plays for Borussia Dortmund, is the only one in the Dutch team who hasn't played in a major championship before. She tees up into the wing, Vollebrecht, and that's the first save for Sacco off Vollebrecht. It's her 8th save of the game, though. She has kept France in the hunt here after they look to be losing their footing very early on. Mero, who started the match, comes back on again. She's missed both of her shots so far. Needs a little bit more composure, and Undono is now going in on the line. France without a goal now for 5 minutes, trailed by 4. And they're going to switch back into a 4-2 attack. Faupas goes in, Mero tries to go in, and that's a free throw. The Dutch may have hoped that might be an offensive foul, but not the case. Mostly because both defenders were still inside. Horacek, and again finds a way through. Goal number 5. On Maurik, Nusa. Dulfer. Oh, lovely pass to the line! And Verrick scores her first of the game. She's on a 57% success rate with her shooting, Verrick, which for a line player is a tad on the low side. And Horacek, with that magic wrist of hers, flicks the ball around the defender, and Ten Holte just can't get her bearings on the shot. That's superb. 3 goals in it. And they've gone back to a 5-1 defense, this time with Canor at the front. Dulfer. Oh, straight through, but Sacco saves the day again. Save number 9. France come forwards, Canor. Beautiful passes it out. That's too long, but it's recovered by the Dutch. Long pass down. France have it, but they'll send it back for a free throw. There's a lot of holding going on Dulfer. Another steal. French have been a little reckless with some of the passing. 8 turnovers for France. In 25 minutes. Van Maurik tries to go through. Horacek gives her no space. She'll come back again. Canard trying to split the attack, not succeeding at the moment. They're playing around with her, and eventually the defense gets sucked in, and again Sprengers comes away empty-handed. Sacco, save number 10. Horacek recovers the ball, and she's going to get a free throw, bundled over by Dulfer. Oh, well might she celebrate. She's on fine form at the moment, Sacco. Problem with Mero is that having missed a couple of shots, she loses that confidence as she drives in. She's trying to go through now, releases the ball. It's going to be a free throw only. They managed to close the door on her, Ondono. Seems okay with that. Van der Vliet. Mero tries to release. Bravo! Oh, brilliant save, but it's a penalty. Pushed in the act of shooting, Granville wins it. There's the release. It's all under the nose of the Dutch, so close to interceptions all the time, and it's a shame for Ten Holte, because that was an amazing save. But she will have to face the penalty now, and Bouktit comes off the bench to take it. And scores. Well, Bouktit, who scored 3 from 5 in the competition so far. But Ten Holte has had 5 penalty saves. She stayed back for that one. 2 choices for the goalkeeper. Come forwards, cut the angle, but you have less time to react, or stay back. You have more time to react, but there's a bigger angle for the shooter. Nusa into the line. And solid holding, and Van Maurik had gone in on the line, comes back out again. France within 2 now, with 2.5 minutes to go, having been 5 down at the 10-minute mark. A good play, Canard forced the pass back wide again, Dulfer. They're not intercepting the passes in the middle. Dutch, who've suffered 4 turnovers of their own. To the last 2 minutes. Dulfer sidesteps again, looking for the line. It's another free throw. They've stopped the clock, and I think a bit of mopping is going to be required after this incident, with several people down. Now, the last meeting between these 2 teams in France in April of this year was a French win, 31-28 in Chartres. One of the Dutch players, the other goalkeeper, Rinke Daundam, plays her club handball in France for Chambray. Nearly lost it. Van Maurik manages to recover it. And it's going to be a passive play, surely, fairly soon. And, well, Sacco had better get back, because she's asking for the floor to be mopped. And the referees eventually agree, but they don't have to. And if the Dutch choose to shoot while you're walking out, calling on the moppers, then that's on you. She's very fortunate that Jørn Jostad in the end comes out and says, OK, well, let's get them on. She feels it's dangerous, obviously, for her if she wants to come out. Sacco, who played in the World Championships in 2019 for Senegal before changing country. She was with them 2 years ago. Good save again, Sacco. Her 11th. That was a long attack by the Dutch. In the end, Dulfer under pressure. Horacek being given a bit of a break now, and Foppa starts in the middle. She's done that quite a few times, and sometimes she even stays there for a bit. Fancies herself as a back player, maybe. Low shot, and that's a good save. It's gone out to the side. It'll be a throw-in for France as Granvaux tests Ten Holter, but she's been sharp. That's her 6th save. Into the wing. No space there for Wajoka. They bring it back again. Granvaux into the line. On again, Ten Holter. Huge save. Smothers the shot, and the French shooting. Taking a dive once more. Mero in the end, and she gets it at the 3rd attempt. Well, yeah, if you could get points for trying. Dulfer. Nusa has a look at the clock. She's got 15 seconds to half-time. It's enough time, but you don't want to get bogged down in the defense. Main thing is keep the ball moving when you look for space. That's good play. Van Maurik comes around into the line. They close it. 3 seconds. And there goes the buzzer, and it means it'll have to be a direct throw. The French will line up a wall in front. And Dulfer will have a go. And Sacco is rearranging the wall. It's not a bad place, right in the middle for Dulfer. We've seen them go in. They do get the block, though, and there is half-time, and from 5 goals down, France slowly but surely have clawed their way back, and the score at the break here in Rotterdam, the Netherlands 14, France 13. A breathless first half, as we expected from 2 of the fastest teams in the competition, bristling with fast breaks up until now. There's a degree of them cancelling each other out because they have strengths in the same area. But the goalkeepers have been outstanding. 7 saves, Ten Holter, and then Sacco chipped in with 11 after a very slow start. She's found her rhythm. For Gardillou, plenty to think about, the French coach, who's done such a tremendous job to integrate all these young players. And so plenty to talk about at stake. Top spot in the group. France need just a draw with the better goal difference. Both teams sitting at the moment with 8 points. Bouktit, who's not been used in the first half, other than to come on and take a penalty. Well, it's so much excitement. Some great play, but the French will be disappointed with their finishing. But the Dutch have gone off the boil as well. They've got down to 50% now, having started very strongly, 59% France, but 8 turnovers in a first half alone. Fast breaks, the Dutch have managed 4, the French just the 1 so far. The Dutch have been very good at closing them down. Horacek top scoring for France with 6, while Dulfer and Hauschier best of the Dutch with 3 apiece. So the story of the match. There it is. It was a very slow 11 minutes for France, who scored just twice, and then suddenly they got going and started to pull the Dutch back in again, and a good finish for France. Then just the 1 fast break, 1 penalty for Bouktit. They've missed a couple of breakthroughs, and the wingers at the moment not getting a huge amount of service against this very mobile and very wide Dutch defence. 4 fast breaks for the Dutch, no penalties given so far. Their wingers, though, missing a couple on each side, and the line with 1 miss as well. At the break, it's nicely poised. 14-13 to the Netherlands. We'll take a break as well. Join us again for the second half. We'll see you then.
Komt-ie!
Welcome back to the Ahoy Arena in Rotterdam. A festive atmosphere after what has been a hugely entertaining first half. In this last main round match, this is the last group to finish. Here in Group 3, France and the Netherlands, who booked their place in the quarter-final 2 days ago with a match to spare, battling it out for top spot in this group. Henrik Signell saw his team take a good lead. 5 goals up after 10 minutes, the Dutch. But then France, helped by 10 saves from Sacco in the first half, clawed their way back in, and at the break were right back on the Dutch coattails. It has been a superb performance by Atadou Sacco, who started slowly, but a lot of elements of play in these teams. They have similar strengths. Great goalkeepers, Ten Holte, who's made 7 saves and a 35% save rate. Atadou Sacco is 11 saves, 48% save rate. Both love their fast breaks. Both have good wingers. Both have very good defences. France, the second best defence, normally conceding 20.2 in this competition. That does depend as well, though, on the calibre of opposition you have in the initial stages. And the Dutch, with the third best defence, only just ahead of the French on 21 goals per match, so only marginally worse, if you can even say worse with those kinds of stats. It's outstanding. But here I think both of them are going to see more than that in this game. French very wasteful early on, giving away passes and being hit on the break, but they've managed to stem that. Countdown is on for the second half. France throw off the second half against co-host the Netherlands here in Rotterdam. The Dutch are leading 14-13 at the break in this final match in Group 3 in the main round. France need just a draw to finish top. They have started the second half with Marie-Hélène Sachka, number 15 at the bottom of the picture. One of their new players. Came in with just 7 international matches to her name. There's the jump that you know, and the fast break is on. Van Wetering, Malestein. Well, what a save. Straight off the block. Ten Holte with their 8th save. They go on the fast break. But the French managed to cover it. They've given away a free throw only. Sachka with a huge jump, but a little like Canor, can be a little bit wayward at times. She's on a 57% success rate, which actually isn't bad for a back player. Nusa, that was close to an interception. Hauschier got through for the shot, but Sacco is on another save. 12th of the game, back they come. Foupa, Horacek with that quick arm of hers that surprised the Dutch on several occasions in the first half. Some low shots through the defensive wall, and some over the top. So Foupa, she'll go in on the line, switch to 4-2 attack. Fumble though, that doesn't help. Mero is on the attack with her. Looks to the line. She'll want to take the shot. She's pulled from behind, and that's going to be a free throw on Dono. The Brest line player held up, solid defending. Dutch defence has been superb in this game, there's no doubt about it. It's made the French work really hard. Looking for the line, that's intercepted, and another break is on. And steal, but the initial pass was under pressure, and the Dutch get a free throw. They'll bring it back again. There was the pressure by Horacek. Technically, should be 3 meters away. So Dulfer, Nusa, Hauschier. Starting lineup from the beginning of the game with Maschraukeweert on the line, Malestein on the right wing. Maschraukeweert going through the area. And I was going to say Van Wetering on the left wing for the Dutch. It's their starting lineup in full. Horacek hands off to Sajka. Miro tries to run off the wall and she scores. It's a second goal for the Brest left back. Hauschier tries to windmill over Miro, no way going through there. A few of the Dutch players have played their club handball in France. Vollebrecht at Nantes previously. Frerichs at Brest a few seasons back. Even the captain Arbing had a spell out there. Miro comes out, happy to give away the free throw, hoping that it's going to lead well. I think we've got... Well, clearly not squeamish. And Miro, I think, was surprised by an insect that suddenly appeared flying around. Into the line, oh, lovely. Maschraukeweert hammers that one away, a third goal of the game. Dutch are back in front. Horacek tries to go through, and Maschraukeweert drags her into the area. And, well, if you can't beat them, just take them down. Horacek. A bit of an agricultural challenge, but it worked. Horacek plays in Slovenia, but it's been announced this week that she's going to go back to France to play for Brest. Ondono! And 10 Holter again, point blank off the line. And the French have a word for those shots. They're the unmissables when you're point blank right in front of goal. And 10 Holter comes off best again with a 9th save. So now Granier is away. Can she do this one? She can! And Granier, who's been one of the most steady players in the competition and most reliable, again comes away empty-handed. She's only missed 3 of her 28 shots so far. 10 Holter beats her this time. Well, this has been a huge goalkeeping game, hence the stats are low. France 56% on their shooting. 2 minutes suspension for the Dutch. Maschraukeweert, I think, is the one in trouble. Miro has gone down heavily. Gets around, and there's the shove from Maschraukeweert, but it's the push in the back, actually, there it is, by Hauschier, that may be the problem. And it is indeed Hauschier who's gone off. Miro is back up again and seems okay. As I was saying, much lower scoring rates for both these teams. We've been right up at the top of the ranking here. They're cancelling each other out effectively with superb defences and great goalkeepers at both ends. Oh, Sajka tried to do a switchback. Complete misunderstanding. Granier was not expecting it. And the ball is stolen by Van Wetering. You can see that Sajka, being new to the team, she was probably expecting it to go in front. There was a gap in front. And that's where I think Granier expected it to go. And Gardillou, philosophical, the look on his face. Dutch stay leading by 1, but with that suspension, they've taken off the goalkeeper. An extra attacker is on. Meanwhile, we've gone past the 5-minute mark and still nothing in it. Goals are hard to come by here. Harding, Dulfer. Oh, close to the interception. Ondono had a hand on it. Van Vetering was racing to get the goalkeeper back in. She is now, actually. And Dulfer was just about to lob the ball into the wing. Best you don't. Free throw. No way through for Dulfer. Class game, really. Neither defence giving anything away for free here. So far, France wins in the preliminaries against Tunisia, China, Poland. And another save, Asako, her 13th. And then France beat Austria and Argentina in the main round. This really the first big challenge. Same for the Dutch, who beat Argentina, Egypt and Austria. And then Tunisia and Poland in the main round. Tough games, all of them. But this is top of the tree stuff. Well, she took off from outside the court, and the referee judges that that was taking advantage of the space. Well, you shouldn't be outside. She wasn't with the ball, but if you take advantage by going around outside, then you can be penalized. Got some sympathy for her, to be honest. Either way, it's the Dutch back on the attack again. Empty goal still, just for a few more seconds. Van der Vliet has gone in on the line. The Odense line player. Dulfer. They are back to full strength again, going through the area just as well, because Ten Holt is back in goal at the other end. Line player using the 6-meter area to get into a better position. Merel tries to go all the way through. Ball is recovered by Ondono. Desperate last-ditch defending. France, who in this second half have stayed with a 5-1 attack, and while that's happening, they're doing the change in defence. Maschalkowit, number 24, ambles on to take a place in defence. Sashka and Granier trying to have a conversation with Gardiou. That's difficult because it's very noisy in this arena. So a bit of mopping required. The Dutch, who beat Brazil in a warm-up match just before the start of this World Championship by 10 goals. France hosted a tournament and beat Angola and Japan. Into the line, it's stolen. Malestein, Abing, down to Van Vetering, and the 2-goal lead is back. Second goal for Bo Van Vetering. And into the wing, that's good play. Granier lobs, oh, off the post, and Granier having a real off day today. Oh dear. Tries to lob, but beats the keeper, but not the metalwork, I'm afraid. And Granvaux, it appears, may be down. She may have collided. Meanwhile, let's have a quick look and see. Definitely didn't cross the line. But are they checking that, or are they checking the follow-up incident? Oh, yeah. I think she takes her hand in the face. Granvaux. Yeah. See, is it Abing? Still having a good look at it. Abing comes out. Her arm is outstretched, and she does seem to catch Granvaux in the face as she's coming around to make the pass. So, let's hear what the decision is.
After review, we saw a hit to the head from player number 8. Final decision is restart with free throw for Netherlands and 2-minute suspension for Netherlands number 8.
So it's a 2-minute suspension for Lois Abing, the Dutch captain, who caught Granvaux in the face. But because France, they played the advantage, France had the shot at goal. It's going to continue with the free throw. There's, you see the arm come up, number 8. Oof. So, 2-goal lead for the Netherlands. But Abing is off for the next 2 minutes. So play resumes after that video review, and the Dutch immediately empty goal while they're short-handed. Dulfer will switch into the middle for the moment. It's temporary. Musa will go in there shortly. Maschalkevert in on the line. France with a 6-0 defence, preferring to sit back. Into the wing, there's no space there. They're getting Ten Holte back in goal now, the Dutch. No, they're not. She's come straight back off again because they've just won a free throw. And Van Wetering is back in on the wing. It's going to be free throw. Passive play now against the Dutch. Definitely best to get the goalkeeper back in. Still 4 passes remaining on that one. Hauschier has a go, and well parried away by Sacco. Save number 14. Envol into the line, and that's a penalty. Bouktit, who's just come on for her first taste of an actual offence. As in offensive play, I mean. Having taken only a penalty in the first half. And it's going to be Toublanc who will take the penalty. She scored 4 from 5 in the competition so far. And scores that one. Nerves of steel. France back within 1. Ten Holte goes the wrong way. With all the injuries they had coming into this competition, plus of course all the maternity leave, and Zeminko, Philippe, Valentini. And that's going to be a penalty. Hauschier fouled as she came through. An exasperated look by Mero. But both of them inside the area. Radjuka even stepped in. So Hauschier will take it herself. She scored 6 from 7 in this championship. And scores. And a little bit of daylight opens up again as we hit the 10-minute mark in the match. Quick throw-off taken by France. It's a 2-goal lead for the Netherlands. It's going to be a free throw. Granville tries to cut inside. And it goes wide. And meanwhile, Gardillou, who's getting very exasperated with some of the calls, has got himself a yellow card. Needs to be careful. You can get 2 minutes as a coach, and then you've got to take a player off to serve it for you. So Bouktit waiting with the ball, and play resumes. Sajka waiting wide. Other than her opening shot, hasn't really been able to get into it. Can she do it now? Oh, does well! And the ball goes out behind. It's a goalkeeper throw, and Ten Holte with another save. It's her 11th. It's definitely been a goalkeeping masterclass here today at both ends. Luckily that it crossed the line already. Ten Holte, who plays in Denmark for Odense, playing in a 3rd World Championship. Into the wing, narrow angle for Malestein, but puts it over the shoulder of Sacco. And a 3-goal lead for the Netherlands. Granier tries to turn back inside. Van Wetering caught her very high. Granier doesn't make too much of it. Sajka. The Bouktit drops in on the line. Canor, who's on now. And that's going to be defending inside the area. Another penalty one. Bouktit causing problems on the line. As soon as she's sideways and gets the ball, you've got a problem, because she just has to fall into the area if you're going to hang on to her. And again, Tout Blanc comes on. Oh, absolutely hammered into the roof of the net. That was nicely taken. Ten Holte, who stood back initially, then rushed forwards to cut the angle. Didn't quite work out. So the defending champions trailed the Netherlands by 2. And Polman is on, number 78. But again, Maschalkewert goes through the area to get into a better position. Bouktit, and defending inside the area by Maschalkewert again, and that's a 2-minute suspension as well. They've only recently got back to full strength again after Abing's 2 minutes. And now Maschalkewert is off. Steps inside the area to stop Bouktit. She wanted it, she knew it. She could see the space behind her. And a chance to get back to within 1. Change the goalkeeper. Doundam has come in for the Dutch. She's saved 4 penalties so far. Tout Blanc steps up. And Tout Blanc scores again. 3rd penalty of the match for her. And France are back to within 1. Well, now it's the other coach, Henrik Signell, who's picked up a yellow card. 17 minutes remaining, empty goal for the Dutch while they've got the suspension running. Abing, Hauschier, Dulfer across the back. It's Van der Vliet on the line. Canor is pushing forwards, looking to isolate Hauschier if she can, into the line. Oh, and it hits the bar and stays out. And the referee's not 100% certain. They're just going to check it. Did it cross the line? He just started stepping forwards, therefore his angle of sight not ideal. It's no goal. Well, it will be if the referees confirm it. It's not down to me. But it looks as if barely half crossed it. They've got multiple cameras, low and then top corners as well. There it is. It's at the bottom end. It's not completely over. Most likely anyway. Let's wait and hear it from the referees.
After review, no goal. Restart with goalkeeper throw for France.
No goal. If in doubt, check it. Crowd don't like it. Sacco, though, celebrates. So that was an unlucky one. Mind you, the French have had a fair few of those too. Interesting that Horacek hasn't been on for quite a while in this second half. Into the wing. Still in play. Granier managed to keep possession. And that was good defending to put her under pressure. Granville was about to run off, but into the line. Oh, couldn't control it, Bouktit. And a collision on the way back. Appears with Van der Helm. She tried to bounce the ball to get the recovery. Well, it's Van der Vliet gets bundled over as Bouktit turns to race back. So the Dutch with a 1-goal lead. 20 seconds remaining on the suspension, an empty goal at the other end, and Canor is pushing further and further forward, trying to isolate Hauschier. Passive play, that's good play! Well, the French pushed forwards and the pass went in behind, and Dulfer gets a 4th. And despite being short-handed, they restore the 2-goal lead. Canor had come out, and that's where she would have been defending otherwise. That's the gamble you take. So change on the line. Bouktit has gone off and Foppa comes back in again number 26, youngest player ever to play for France. Got her first international match at 17. Granvaux. Sashka has to check herself. She's not so much for the breakthroughs, Sashka. She's more for the long-range shooting. Been some fantastic defending by both teams, but the Netherlands really sharp and quick, shutting down well. And now suddenly they go out to isolate. Granier wants to try and see if she can exploit the space. Into the line. Comes straight out of the hand. Abing and Van Vetering's away. They will not catch her. And she scores. 3-goal lead midway through the second half. Team timeout France off the back of this goal by Van Vetering.
Oh. Les arrières, si vous ne prenez pas vos responsabilités, c'est impossible de jouer avec les pivots. Ok? Donc on reste en 1-5 décalé, on travaille comme ça. On joue à 2 pivots. Ok, tu te retrouves à droite. Ça marche, donc tu restes, on reste en 1-5 décalé. Derrière, tu envoies le ballon si t'es emmerdé à droite, c'est pas une passe, je me débarrasse de la balle, c'est ça que tu viens de faire. Tu t'es débarrassé de la balle, t'es pas dangereuse. Ok, on revient là-dessus donc. Coletta, tu viens ici, Orlan, tu viens là. Orlan, Coletta, voilà. Coletta, Orlan, Oriane, Léna ici. Ok, on y va.
Well, he's really warning them about forcing the line. Maybe use them more as a block until they really are clear and side on. It's been a great display. Very low shooting averages by these team standards. 55% still only for France, 53% for the Netherlands. And that's all down to some outstanding defense, some great goalkeeping. And then a few careless bits here and there as well by both teams. But France in particular on 14 turnovers to the Dutch 8. Play resumes then after France used their second team timeout of the game. The Dutch still have a couple left in this half. France just the one. 3 goals down. France have got to hang in here now. Foupa in the centre. Now she goes in. Granvaux. Ondono. Has to lean right over, but finds a way through. And she gets her first of the game. Polman back into the fray. Hands off to Hauscher. Dulfa. Foupa not letting her go anywhere. Well, you've got to wonder that Horacek, she did go a little bit off the boil at the end of the first half, but not before she'd surprised the Dutch with 6 goals with a very quick arm and surprise shots. Is he saving her for later, or has she picked up a knock now? France have already had Karamoko and Nokandi injured while they were here. Zadi, the captain, confirmed that she won't be joining them. And Karamoko also on the sick bench at the moment. Free throw, Polman. Polman, who scored over 660 goals for the Netherlands, the number 79. In just over 200 international games. Into the wing, and they weren't paying attention, and that was a 5th pass. Quick ball out. Foupa, Granvaux looking for options, but again the Dutch, both teams are quick on the break. They come back and smother it, and as we've seen before, teams cancelling each other out. And another great save. Ten Holter, her 12th of the game, and Granier now 2 from 5 in this match. A player who was on an 89% success rate coming into it. Great play. Save rate, 44% for France, 40% for the Netherlands. Into the line. And now the 3-goal lead is back. Maschal Kveert with a 4th goal of the game. Quick throw off taken, Granier. Granvaux. Foupa waiting to go in on a 4-2 attack. Tries to fight her way through the gap. It's going to be a free throw for France. Dutch may have hoped it might be an offensive foul instead. Nope, she went for the gap. Good call. Well, she's pretty nimble. Foupa for a line player. So we've had a short break, little conversation with the referee, and we play on. Canor on the far side. She's had 0 from 2. Back line of struggle. Here she comes. Big jump. Straight down the middle. 0 from 3. Van Vetering is away. Oh, she tries to lob Sacco, and that's save number 15. And back come France into the wing. Granier doesn't. So, oh, she managed to get around, dispossessed. The whistle's gone first anyway. Doesn't matter. Lovely height, but the positioning of the shooting, at least he's framing it. It's not unusual to see a few shots going even more wayward than that. And Sacco says, can't hear you. So Foppa drops in on the line. Ondono is there as well on the far side. She comes back out again to help the movement of the ball. And Granville rather. That will be a free throw. 3-goal lead. We're coming up to the last 10 minutes. Ah, clips the post, 2 sides, and stays out for Suzanne Wajoka. And a let-off. Did she touch it? Not sure she did, but she certainly had it covered anyway. So Polman waiting a long way out. Harbing, captain, and Foppa readjust. They're keeping an eye on Hausche in particular, into the wing. Malestein! 4-goal lead, the Netherlands. France almost lose the ball on the return. Been put under a huge amount of pressure, France here. And, 14 turnovers for them, uncharacteristically high, but that's because the Dutch have put them under pressure. And some of the decision-making hasn't quite been there. Ondono pulled off the ball by Dulfer as the ball was coming in. Granville. Ah, loose ball again. There's that pressure. The Dutch retrieve it. So careless mistake again. And another turnover racked up by the French off a poor pass. Credit to the Dutch defense for putting them under the pressure that's making them make those mistakes. So a 4-goal lead. France without a goal now for 5 minutes. We've gone from 18-20 to 18-22, so at least the damage hasn't been too big, but time is not on their side. Polman straight through. No goal. The block on the line, I think. And she doesn't get it, Polman. She's been a tad expensive with the shooting, Polman, in the competition. 8 goals from 47. Oh, yeah, well, she did it. Straight into Wajoka, who got there first. Takes a hit for the team, Wajoka.
Ça sort un peu, on essaye de glisser de façon à créer des espaces ici. C'est d'autant plus simple si on glisse de ce côté-là pour une droitière à droite. On a oublié les formes de tir en appui, elles ne montent pas. Sauter, on manque de conviction. Travailler sur les appuis, les ailières, pensez à écarter le jeu. Tammy, tu ne peux pas rentrer.
Fair to say, this is arguably the best match we've had here so far. You might say attack-wise, low on the percentages, but it's been superb defending, good transition play, very fast, amazing goalkeeping. There's a lot to love about this. Play resumes then. 8.5 minutes remain for France to pull this back. They are 3 goals down. They need just a draw to finish top of the group. The Dutch in no giving mood here. Dury's going in on the left wing, replacing Wajoka, free throw. And Miro has returned to the attack as well. Only played 14 internationals for France, Miro. Bravo. Into the line, penalty, pulled down with the ball, Foupa by Maschraukwert. Frustration for the Horsens line player. He drags down a counterpart, Foupa. So, Doundam comes back into goal for the Netherlands for her second penalty, and it's Bukti who will take it this time. Hammers that one away. No subtlety. Blasts it. As soon as she started to put her weight on the left leg to push to the right, she just shot down next to it. Gardillou, you have to credit him though with bringing in these new players, 5 making their debut here and playing them in critical moments of a main game here against a Dutch team considerably more experienced. Into the line, the pressure is on again, and it's going to be a 2-minute suspension for Undono as well, as Malestein scores her 3rd of the match. Undono, number 29. I think it may have been for the... Oh, she's pulled Maschraukwert back. Why? She's not even near the action. She's not even blocking. And now they put themselves under more pressure, and that's the 2nd suspension for Undono. She's 1 away from a red card. As I was saying, the Netherlands average 108 internationals per player. France just 46. And that's down from 86 just a year ago. With so many experienced players now injured or on maternity break. Oh, it's another 2-minute suspension. And off goes Dulfer. Her 4th 2 minutes of the game. She also got a straight red against Egypt. And she literally, she's done it before. She's pulled Foupa backwards away from the ball. She still managed to grab it one-handed. But because there were other defenders behind, free throw. And so Horacek does come back in for France now, the captain. She's been left off for the best part of 20 minutes. Well, she's barely been on this second half. Into the wing, tout blanc. And Ten Holter save number 14. Celebration on the bench. Dulfer in particular, who's been sent off. The extra width on the attack for France, but it's spoiled by Ten Holter. Great save. France 4 down. Change keeper, and Sacco, who's gone a bit off the boil, is out. Florian André, the Brest goalkeeper, is on. She's on a 42% save rate in this competition with 23 saves. Polman sucks the defense in, goes for Van Vetering. Goal number 4. And they are pulling away the Dutch at a key moment in the game. Polman sucks in the last defender. And a deft lob. France with a lot to do now. Both teams short-handed. They will soon be back to full strength again. Horacek has posted herself on the left side. Miro into the line. That's clever play. And this time smuggles it through tout blanc for her first goal from open play. Her 4th in the match. The other 3 penalties. Flips it out and goes near post. Still a 4-goal lead for the Dutch. Well, if it stays like this, Netherlands will win the group and they will be up against Hungary in the quarter-final. France will find Denmark, who've been on good form, although still with room for improvement. It's a team timeout for the Netherlands.
Van hier naar hier. Jij speelt terug naar mij en zet volle druk. Als hij hem blijft ook, dan springt KLM nep.
Ja, oké, maar dan speel langzaam in de tijd.
Ja, gewoon heel rustig.
in de dekking. Rebounds en alles gaat naar de cirkel. Dus help elkaar zo compact mogelijk. En laat ze niet lopen van de een naar de andere plek.
Ja, it's 14 seconds left, so take it easy. Yeah. Come on!
So just a reminder from Henrik Signal to his players, 14 seconds to go before we're back to full strength. Sébastien Gardillou took over last year from long-standing coach Humholtz. He's coached the French team since 1998 with a short break in the middle. So Coleman still on. Hauschier, Abing, the lineup across the back. No goalkeeper at the other end while they tick down the last few seconds of the suspension. Van Vetering waiting very deep while Malestein's going to come round as a second line and then drop back out again. There she goes. Hauschier, goalkeeper's back in at the other end. Pullman going for the long pass. Malestein, closed angle but puts it away. And the goalkeepers for France have suddenly dried up with the saves. Sacco first and now André Toublanc. Miro. Well, that looks suspiciously like an offensive foul, but it's given as a penalty for France. Well, interesting, but ultimately, on the last action, Hauschier was then inside. She did seem to try and go for the gap. Whether she succeeded is another thing. Bouktit. She puts that one away and will head straight off again. Third penalty of the match for her. Well, we've got just over 4 minutes remaining and a 4-goal lead for the Netherlands. And they well feel reasonably secure with that. They've got to make it long attacks now. That will stress the French and maybe draw out a few extra mistakes as well. Van Vetering comes all the way around. She'll put in as a line and then switch back to the wing. There she goes. Abing tries to palm it to the line, doesn't succeed. The ball comes out quickly. Dury did incredibly well to hold that and takes the shot on her own. And that's great play by the 21-year-old. 12th goal of the competition and a 6th fast break. That was a superb catch at ground level. Not the greatest of passes. Ondono with the block. Pullman. Oh, tries to spin away and it's stolen. It's Dury again. This time, though, Pullman is with her and she barges her out of the way. And the call against Dury. And the crowd love it. Pullman is an absolute icon in the Netherlands. And she gets in between and is just pushed out of the way by Dury. Pullman, who's married to football legend Rafael van der Vaart. 2.5 minutes remaining then, and a 3-goal lead for the Netherlands. And at the moment, the crowd, if they could, would carry them over the finish line. Passive play call against them, though, and they've probably used 3 of the passes. That may well be it now. No, it's not. And it's put away by Maschraukeweert for her 5th goal. And there is surely no way back now. Horacek. Toublanc comes around. Foupa playing from the back at the moment. That's going to be a free throw. 2 minutes to go. What has been an intense match. Ondono drops in. So this new look French team who've done so well, 100% record coming into this this game, finally are going to come undone against co-hosts and another wayward pass under pressure. The Dutch celebrate. Well, the only salvation for the French is that if Norway do go all the way through, they will avoid them in the semi-final. The problem for them is They've got a Danish team ahead of them in the quarter-final in 2 days' time. Danish team will have had an extra day's rest and who are one of the big favourites here at the tournament against a less experienced French team. Tries to let the ball go, and that's going to be a 2-minute suspension as we enter the last minute. It's rather academic. Dury brought down as she went for the break by Hauscher. It's her second 2-minute suspension. Not that that has any impact now. It's clumsy effort. She just caught her with her elbow, no ill intention. She tried to lob the ball up, Dury, but it fell short of Ondono. Dury with just 5 international matches and 14 goals coming into the tournament, one of several of the French under-20 world champions from last year, with another young crop of players coming through. Breakthrough, and Horacek scores her first goal of the second half, having only really played in the first. And France, who will have turned the bench quite a bit themselves. 30 seconds to go for the Dutch. Empty goal while they're short-handed, but the celebrations have already started in the stands. And that's the thing, long attack, don't rush it. Stay away from the defence. They're playing very deep on this 5-1 with Foupa, 10 seconds to go. And it's going to be their first win against France since 2016 at the Euro. There goes the buzzer, and the Netherlands have done it. They have beaten the defending champions France in the final match here in the main round in Group 3, and then the final score here in Rotterdam. It's the Netherlands 26, France 23. Celebrations all round, and so the next opponent for the Netherlands will be Hungary. For France, it will be Denmark in the quarter-finals. Henrik Signal, delighted with that success. This hugely experienced Dutch team maintained their 100% record in a superb match. Excellent defending, the Dutch in particular, ruthless with their defending, superb goalkeeping, some lovely quick play. There was everything you could want from a handball match, except if you're French with the result. But Gardillou will be philosophical about it. They are lined up now for the announcement of the player of the match.
Ladies and gentlemen, player of the match, we shall be from Team the Netherlands, with 91% Jara ten Holte.
It's Jara ten Holte who finishes the match with 14 saves and a 40% save rate. A huge performance by the Dutch keeper. Early on, she allowed the Dutch to take a 5-goal lead. France managed to claw their way back, but just when it looked like they could really become competitive, ten Holte pulled off another string of saves, and the ebb and flow of the game very much matched the good form of the keepers at both ends. When Sacco had a good spell, France were coming back, then ten Holte had a good spell, the Dutch pulled away. Sacco, for her part, 15 saves at a 42% save rate. And Sacco, of course, with 3 of her club teammates, and she's hugging them as she goes past. But there will be a big party now, on court and off court. Well, they're waiting to get everybody there. You can't dance without the full team. So, the Dutch, though, may well be on track to meet Norway in the semi-final if they come through, and they have looked on incredible form in the other half of the draw. Or it could be co-host Germany. And so they may yet come together. Ten Holte celebrates the end of the match. Well, what a championship run. 3 wins in the preliminary round, 3 in the main round, including against the defending champions France, albeit a new look team, but still. Well, this has become the regular routine for them. And what a moment as well for Alike van Maurik in her very first major championship for the Netherlands. She's the only newcomer. And very sportingly, and the crowd have been fantastic here. Round of applause for the French team. It takes 2 to tango, and between them, they have treated us to a handball feast here today. And I think everyone's in danger. Don't stand on the court right now. That's the wrong place to be. You're going to get steamrolled by the Dutch. Even Henrik Signell has joined in the celebrations. The only thing it means as well, though, is that you won't have a final with the 2 co-hosts. Well, actually, you might do. It is possible. And backwards and forwards they come. France, meanwhile, making their way off court. I can tell you, while they're doing that, to the left, to the right, a lot of the crowd are doing it too. It is the Netherlands today, who were Les Bleus, as it happens. Well, smiles all round. You're going to have trouble wiping that smile off their face. And of course, de rigueur, the photo is what you need. We're going to head down courtside now, and we're going to hear from Alicia Toublon.
With me is Alicia Toublon, the France. Alicia, were you surprised by the quick start of the Netherlands in the first half?
No, we expected it because we know that it's a fast team. But as the previous game, our start is not the best, and for the future we need to handle it.
But then in the second half, you came back, it was even. Were you thinking then also with your penalty goals, we're gonna make this better for us?
Yes, of course. We expected to come back in the game and to have more opportunities, but I think they were really strong on our relationship with the pivot, and we lost a lot of ball in the game.
Okay, it's now against Denmark in the quarterfinals. What do you think of that match?
It will be a really tough game, of course, but both would be intense, so we will prepare it and we will give our life.
Okay. Thank you very much for your quick reaction. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you.
A good assessment in terms of the cover on the line, but also the goalkeeper. What a job she played, and some of the young fans are there too. We're going to head back courtside and hear from the player of the match, Yara ten Holte.
Okay, with me is the goalkeeper from the Netherlands, Yara ten Holte. Yara, what an incredible game this was for you. Did you count how many saves you made?
No, I didn't count, but when you have this defense in front of you, it's just so nice to stand behind it. And then it's just all hard work that comes together. So I'm really happy that it came out this match.
But did you ever make so many saves in one game? Did you remember this?
Yes, I think one time in the European League against third match place, I also made many saves, but I have to take it to my defense. It's not only me who makes the saves, it's when hard work in front of you makes the work behind it easier.
Okay, now 2 days of rest, and then Hungary is the next opponent. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I think we won this match, that's really nice, but we still have empty hands. So we need to full focus again. We need to rest and take all the energy. And these supporters, they are giving us so much energy. It's I get goosebumps when they scream for a save, for a goal. And we really need that. It's hard. We get fourth in the tournament, so we really need them.
I think they'll be there next Wednesday. Thank you and congratulations again. Thank you, Yara.
Well, a great performance by her and by her defence. As she said, it goes hand in hand. You don't get one without the other. And a superb performance. So that confirms it. The Netherlands finished top of the group, unbeaten. France with their first defeat. Defending champions go down to co-host the Netherlands. We move on to the quarter-final stages next then. This was the last match in the main round. 56% success rate for France, 55 for the Netherlands, but fast break, 6 for the Dutch, only 2 for the French. But a lot of turnovers, 17 for France and 13 for the Dutch. And that a result of good defending and pressure from them. Horacek top scored for France, although didn't come on in the second half until very late with 6. While Van Vetering and Maschraukovic finished on 5. And there was the slow start in the second half. Then the French seemed to get back into it, and then the Dutch took control of the game and never let go of it to the end. So the French missed 1 fast break, scored all 6 penalties, and the Wings had a bad day at the office today, unfortunately, and the line, they just couldn't get the ball in there. In fact, they lost a lot of balls through trying to force the line. And for the Netherlands, 6 fast breaks, scored their only penalty. They got the ball into the line, but again, a little bit expensive for them, and 4 from the line. So that's it. The Netherlands win this group. We move on to the quarterfinals next. Hope you've enjoyed it. What a game we've had. Thanks for watching. And until next time, from me, Paul Bray, goodbye.
Hendrik, congratulations on a fantastic win tonight. Everybody was looking at maybe the biggest challenge of the tournament so far. Tell us about the match, please.
Yeah, first of all, thank you, France, for the match. I'm, of course, very satisfied with our performance today. France has, as always, impressed and played really good, scored a lot of goals, and I think they are even more various now than they were a couple of years ago, so they are really difficult to analyze. So yeah, and I'm extremely proud of how we followed the game plan. So yeah, it was a good evening.
In a team sport, it's always hard to pick out one player, but I think the goalkeeper was especially amazing tonight.
Yeah, of course, it's a really important part of the team, and yeah, she saved us many times today. So without her, it would have been much more difficult, of course.
On to the next round, into the quarterfinals. What is the feeling after a match like this?
I am extremely proud about my team, and congratulations, Henrik, for your work. It was a tough game, of course, and we had be better in the final through on the wing and with our back, and we need to work better to be able to win against Denmark, and this is our way to go to the semi-final, and we have a big challenge in the future, and we have today to work better, and always congratulations, you were better than us, and the result is normal.
Okay, well, thank you both very much, and enjoy the rest of the tournament.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good luck, good luck.
Thank you very much. Delilah Omega. En je debuteerde in 2012 tegen Roemenië. En wat er toen kwam, dat is voor een heleboel mensen een voorbeeldfunctie. En dat ga ik zeggen. En ook keepers scoren 12 doelpunten, hebben we opgezocht. Dus dat doe je heel goed. En wat Tess heeft gedaan, dat is niet alleen een sportieve prestatie, maar daar vertel ik zo over. Maar het waren in sportieve zin 5 eremetalen. En iedereen ziet de beelden nog zo op een netvlies. Hoe jij ons met een deel van de hele groep die hier ook staat, in 2019 wereldkampioen maakte. Voor het eerst. En dat was in sportieve zin. In sportieve zin was dat niet alles. Want tijdens 2 van die WK's, ook die van 2019, werd zij uitgeroepen tot beste keepster van de wereld. Deze Tess Wester. En ik zei het al, dat was niet alles. Dat was niet alles. Het was je spontaniteit, je uitstraling, je passie, je drive en alles wat je deed om naar een hoger doel te komen. En dat sprak tot de harten van alle handbalfans van eigenlijk heel Nederland. Je hebt met een heel deel van deze groep en best nog wat andere meiden het Nederlandse dameshandbal op de kaart gezet. Dat heb jij ook gedaan, Tess Wester. En we zijn dus ook wel wat trots dat de ambassadeur, de toernooidirecteur van dit hele toernooi, dat jij wil zijn en dat je dat nu op een hele mooie manier invult. Ik mag het af en toe meemaken. Dat doe je fantastisch. Jij bent ons affiche en ons uithangbord voor dit prachtige evenement. Maar wij willen ook nog 1 keer laten horen hoezeer, en dat wil ik heel Ahoy horen en kijken of ze de rest van Rotterdam ook met hun oren beginnen te tuteren zo, dat ze horen hoe wij Tess Wester hebben gewaardeerd. Dit was de enige echte topkeeper die we hebben gehad bij het Wereldkampioenschap 2019. Tess Wester hier. Van Royce kreeg jij het mooie plakkaat van mijn broer. Tess Wester. Zo, het wordt even stil voor de laatste en dat is niet voor niks. Mag ik een geweldig daverend applaus voor onze rechteropbouwer Laura van der Heijden. Laura, er is maar 1 woord voor jou, voor het Nederlandse handbal, en dat is icoon. Icoon heet dat. Het begon op 6-jarige leeftijd in Leusden. Toch altijd leuk, die fans. Je maakte je debuut in Raalte tegen Japan in 2007 en wat er daarna volgde. Ahoy, hou je vast. 297 interlands en 875 doelpunten. En dat is natuurlijk, dat is uniek. Je bent meteen in de top 3 terechtgekomen, de top 3 van de internationals met de meeste interlands. En dat is een wereldprestatie. Naast je clubcarrière door heel Europa heb je iets fantastisch gedaan. Je nam deel aan 7 EK's, 7 WK's, 3 Olympische Spelen. Moet ik meer zeggen? Doe erbij en even een geweldig groepsfoto samen dan. En dan komen ze nog één keer bij jullie langs. De handtekening die doen we niet, maar die moeten straks wel een applaus geven. En dit is, iemand zei het al, over het 1988. Maar dit is wel een goed spel. Laat je horen.